I've been getting a ton of questions about how the new Predator X stop management system works, specifically the new auto break-even and trail stop functions. Now, if you've been with us from previous versions, you may remember we only had one of each, one break-even, one trail stop, that was it. But since upgrading to version 4, we've added a bunch of extra customization. Now you can take up to 4 separate break-evens, 4 separate trail stops. You can mix and match to even move your stop in multiple steps. So maybe you want your stop to get tighter and tighter the higher you go into profit. Or maybe you want to attach a separate management or a separate trail stop to each individual target. With the Predator X order entry version 4, that is now all a possibility. So that's exactly what we're going to cover in this video. I am not going to go into how each one trails individually. I think that's going to take too long. And I also have individual short form videos on our user guide that cover each one individually as well. So if you want to know how each one individually moves the stop up, you can check that user guide. It's going to cover it in more detail. The functions themselves from those videos, or how it trails up, that has not changed from previous versions. But what has changed is just how many trail stops or how many break evens we have, and the way we can set them on the chart. So I am going to focus more on version 4 stuff. But again, if you want to know how each one individually acts, check out our user guide. We have videos on all of that. So with that, let's head to our chart. So first, I'm going to start off with our break evens, but I am going to set up our order management just so I don't hit a target and we can see it move up easier. And guys, I am going to be using market replay. I'm just showing examples of how all of these work. It would take way too long to record this in the live market. So here, I'm just going to change my profit target to no profit just to start off with. And I'm going to change my stop loss. I think I'm going to set it maybe 250 ticks away. And just know that any order management you set is going to work the same whether you're fully auto or entering manual trades, just like we're going to be doing today. So once you configure your order management any way you want, however many targets you want, the stop loss that you want, in order to set a break even, all you have to do is come over here to the left-hand side, and we're going to expand this management tab. Come down here to where it says auto break even, and we're just going to select the first one for now. Now with the break even, this is just how far the price has to move before your stop moves up to your entry price. So if we were to set a tick to a value of 20, that means when the price moves 20 ticks into profit, our stop moves up to break even. So let's change that to 40, and I'm going to enter a trade, see how that works. Now, once we get into a trade, you're going to see this line right here on your chart. This is break even 1 trigger, and this is going to be set 40 ticks away from your entry price, or 10 points. So now I'm going to play it, and we'll see how this works. So there, once the price touches your line or goes 40 ticks into profit, we can see our stop automatically moved up to our break-even price. So that is the most basic function of our auto break-even. But let's get a little bit more complex now. All right, so I'm just going to rewind and we're going to replay this same scenario. But now I'm going to add 4 separate auto break-evens. And guys, none of this is trading advice. I'm just showing different examples so you can customize your strategy to your own needs. But here I'm going to set 4 auto break evens. And what this is going to do is each time a new profit target is hit, it's just going to move your stop up to break even plus whatever offset we have here. So 20, 40, 60. So I'll show you exactly what this looks like. So I'm going to set my next break even to trigger, let's say once we are, I don't know, 100 ticks into profit, then I'm going to move my stop up to break even plus 20 ticks. And then once I'm 150 ticks into profit, I'm going to move my stop up to break even plus, I don't know, let's do 60 ticks. And then finally, when we are 200 ticks into profit, I want to move my stop up to break even plus 100 ticks. So once again, I'm going to enter a trade. And here we're going to see our 4 break-even lines. And these are just our trigger points. When the price reaches this, it's going to execute whatever break-even we have defined. So let's hit play once again. And I'm going to speed this up. So here we hit the first target. We are now at break-even. So now we're just waiting to hit our second target. We hit our second target, and now it moved our stop up to break even plus the 20 ticks we have selected. Now keep going. Here it hit our third target, and now it moved our stop up to break even plus the 60 ticks we have selected. And hopefully we don't get stopped out. We did, but if it kept going, it would have gone to break even plus 100 ticks into profit. Here, we got stopped out. That's fine. It happens. But I think we all kind of get the point. It's just once it hits our next level, it's going to move our stop up to break even plus whatever offset we have here. So I think we understand how the break evens work. Let's move on to our trail stops. The trail stops are going to function in a very similar manner. You can set 1 trail stop, or you can set up to 4 separate trail stops. And what this is going to do is, again, it's going to wait until you hit a specific trigger, and then it's going to execute that trail stop. So I think the easiest way to show this is just by doing a tick trail. And this is going to be the most similar to how the ATM trail stop function works. You're just defining how many ticks you want to trail by and how often you want to trail that stop. So I'm going to start off with, let's say, I'll trail by 250 ticks, and I'm going to trail maybe anytime we go 20 ticks into profit. And I'm not going to start trailing until we are at least 20 ticks into profit. And I'll show you the difference between both of these. Now, my trail stop 2, I'm going to change again to tick trail. And you could do, again, whatever trail stop suits your needs. So I'm going to say 200 ticks, and I'm going to start trailing every 15 ticks. And this one, I'm not going to start trailing until we're 80 ticks into profit. Now, my third trail stop, I'm going to say, I don't know, maybe 150 ticks. And this one, I'm going to trail every time we move another 10 ticks into profit, it's going to move my stop up. And my trigger, we'll leave that at 120. That's fine. Now, for my last trail stop, this is where I'm going to get a little tighter. I'm going to leave it at 50. I'm going to leave it at 5. And my trigger, let's say 200 ticks into profit. So again, very similar situation. Let's enter a trade. And now we're going to see all of our trigger lines. Anytime the price touches one of these lines, so 1, 2, 3, or 4, it's going to execute that specific trail stop. So let's hit play. And you'll notice our stop is not moving until we hit that first target. You'll notice the trail 1 lights up. That's letting you know trail stop 1 is now active. And this gray line that you see here, that is your next trigger point. That's letting you know, or your next frequency. So that's letting you know once it hits this next line, that's going to keep moving your stop up by 250 ticks from that point. So again, I'm going to hit play. I'm going to speed it up just a little bit. So now when it hits here, you'll notice it moves our stop up. So move up a little bit. So now it goes another 20 ticks. So there we go. Oh, we went just a little too quick there. We actually went through trail 2 very quick there as well. So it hit our second trail stop. It started moving by 200 ticks, and then right away it went up to trail number 3. So now you can see it went trail 1, 2, 3. So now we are trailing by 150 ticks. And just as an example, this might not be the correct spot. It trails from the exact trigger point whenever it gets triggered. So 158 ticks. I didn't get the exact spot there, but that's basically what it's doing. Once it triggers, it's 150 ticks from that point. So I'm going to keep playing it. And you'll notice every time it hits that line now we're only 10 ticks away. It's just going to keep moving that stop up. So here we're coming up, and now we hit our 4th trail stop. So now we can see our stop is much closer. So if we look, we are about 50 ticks away. So that is exactly where we're defining. And again, it does it from the trigger point itself. So now we're going to keep playing it. So now anytime it hits that trigger point, it's just going to keep trailing up until we get stopped out, and then we can start all over again. So again, that's how the trail stops work if you are moving in steps and you're using the built-in Predator X trail stop functions. But again, we can get even more complex than this. Let me show you a few more examples. So as you just saw, the Predator is highly customizable for your own order management. Whether you want custom auto break-evens, custom trail stops, whatever you want, it's all available at the click of a button. But that's not all. It can also set your stop, trail your stop, or set any target, all on any plot that you have on the chart. This could be any NinjaTrader or third-party indicator plot. So let me show you how to set that up. All you have to do is, once you have your plots on the chart, you just have to select it from the dropdown. Now, if you don't see any options here, that means you're either paused in the market or the market is closed. No problem. That all you have to do is come up here to your top toolbar, click on the plots button, and that's going to gather all the data and add it to your info. So now you can set your stop, trail that stop on any plot on the chart. So all I'm going to do here, I'm going to set my initial stop loss to the trend MA. In this case, I have a 200 EMA. Now I'm going to come over here to my trail stops. I'm going to set my first trail stop. I also wanted to trail that 200 moving average. And I'm going to set this to start immediately. At 1 tick into profit, I wanted to go into profit, or I wanted to keep trailing up. So now I'm going to set my second trail stop. And this one, I'm going to set it, I want to start trailing my slow MA. So that is this 100 EMA I have set here. And guys, the value of 0, I've been getting some questions about this one as well. This is just your offset. So a value of 0 is going to trail right on the plot itself. If you set a value of 2 or 5, it's just going to be 5 ticks away from that plot. So I think for most, I just recommend leaving at 0, but you can mess around with that as well. But for this one, I want to say I want to start trailing the slow moving average once we're maybe 100 ticks into profit. And then my third trail stop, this one, I'm going to say I want to trail my fast moving average, that is this 50 EMA. And this one, yeah, we'll leave it at 150 ticks into profit. So here, I'm just going to play it. And this one, we're actually taking the signal with a pullback, so it's going to be a full auto entry. And here we have a pullback. If this closes up, it should give us our entry. And it should set our initial stop right on that trend MA, just like you saw there. And now as we start going into profit, you'll notice it automatically trails that trend moving average, or the 200 EMA. Now, once it hits this next point up here, you can see our stop automatically moved up to our 100 EMA. That's our trail stop 2. So now we're going to keep going into profit, or we're going to keep playing it. So now here it came down, it hit our next trigger point. It set our next trail stop 3. And now we're trailing that fast moving average, or this 50 EMA. And it's just going to keep going until we get stopped out. Or if you have a profit target as well, you can set all of that up. Whatever you need for your strategy, the Predator X can do. so that is one way we can trail any plot on the chart. We can even trail multiple plots if you want to move in multiple steps. But that's not all, because we can also set our stops individually. If you have multiple plots, you can set all of them to all various targets. Let me show you a quick example right now. So again, I'm just rewinding to this spot. This is all market replay, but again, I'm just showing examples so we don't waste too much time. But let's say we want to set 3 different stop losses, one on each individual plot. So all we have to do, go back to your management tab, and we're going to, at the very top, select this individual stop losses option. And what this is going to do is it's going to split each individual target into its own separate management. So now, instead of your trail stops moving in steps, each trail stop is going to manage one specific target. So again, I'm going to show you what this looks like. I'm going to click this plots button, and on my first stop loss, I'm going to set this one to the trend MA. So that's your 200 EMA. I'm going to set 3 separate targets here. My second target is going to go to the slow MA, so that's the 100 EMA. My third one is going to go to the fast MA. Now I'm going to move over to our trail stops, and I'm going to select the exact same things. My trail stop 1 is the trend. Trail stop 2 is the slow. Trail stop 3 is the fast. And I'll set all of these to trigger 1 tick into profit, just so we can see them move at the exact same time. But again, customization is completely up to you. So once again, I'm going to enter a trade.
Order submitted.
So here we enter a trade, and I forgot to get rid of those profit targets, but that's okay. I'm just going to move them out of the way so we don't get stopped out immediately, or we don't hit our profit target immediately. But you can see we enter a trade. Each stop or each target has its own separate stop loss, each at its own defined plot. So let's hit play. And now as we start going into profit, you can see each stop loss is going to respect its own stop loss and its own trail stop over here. So again, this is not for everyone. I have it set to default so it doesn't manage each one individually. I think that's what most people are using anyways. But I know something like this was highly requested. So I wanted to make sure we had this as an option. And now if this is something that fits your needs, now it's available. And guys, that's not all. If let's say you have an indicator where you have plots for maybe a long entry and a separate set of plots for a short, you can also come up here to your split long and shorts. And what this is going to do is it's going to allow you to set a different stop loss to each individual target. So if you want to set a specific stop loss for just shorts or a specific stop loss for just longs, you can do that as well. You don't have to have the same one for both directions. You can customize direction, you can customize individual targets, you can customize as much as you want. But again, I do recommend if you're starting out, just keep it simple. Get rid of all of these, and it's going to make it as easy as possible to get started. But I think that just about covers everything I wanted to in this video. Guys, we have a 7-day free trial for anybody that wants to try out the Predator. All you have to do, go to TradeSaber.com, sign up, create a free account, and you'll have it available. We have a free Discord you guys can join if you wanted to ask questions, find even more content. We also have a special 15% coupon for all our Discord members. So make sure to join. Links for everything are going to be down below. And of course, if you have any questions, leave a comment, message me on Discord, email me support@tradesaber.com. I do try to reply to everyone, but I will cut it here. I hope you guys found this video useful. As always, take care, enjoy.